Hello everyone! I kind of started a little bit early because I got impatient. I've been sitting here for like the last 10 minutes maybe going, okay, I have nothing to do now and kind of fidgeting and stuff and yeah, I don't know. I've just started early. I've even started my snacks that I was gonna start, like when I actually start, but hey, it's Easter. I'm allowed to, these are mini eggs by the way. Terry's chocolate orange mini eggs. Not that you care, but hmm. But yeah, I thought I could do some chit chat at the beginning. And then I'll start answering questions in like maybe 5 minutes or so. Hey Stephanie! Thank you for coming to my stream. I'm always worried no one's gonna turn up, but I say this every stream, right? Hi Asia! But yeah, I've got a couple like the questions here. Obviously, people are allowed to ask like here on the spot as well. I seem to tempt people into like snacks when I do my streams. Hi Davis! Hi Otaku! Good to see you all. Oh my god, I'm so glad there are actually people turning up. I was so like worried because it's only, a couple of days ago, and with the chill streams, you actually have to like talk rather than play the game, so it's a bit awkward if no one turns up. So I'm really glad. That's why I've been persistent though with all the notifications to the extent I've been feeling very, very sorry for everyone that I've been bugging. Hi Flora! Hi Rara! Yeah, Tempe was really good for me. Like that's a busy day. I remember when I was doing Twitch streaming and I'd be excited if I had like 5 people. Hi, Liu. But yeah, no, I will start answering questions once it actually reaches the time I scheduled this. I got impatient. I don't know, I was twiddling my thumbs and yeah, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna start. Which is funny because normally I'm late. Oh yeah, I've got Easter eggs. And another one. I swear it's like I'm on a diet and then Easter comes along and it's just out of the window, you know? But yeah. Also, this is me being very vain, but I did my makeup and I was like, great, this makeup looks good, I'm happy. But then in this lighting, it doesn't quite look as good and I'm a little bit annoyed because I can see myself and I'm like, I don't quite look how I want to. I know that's incredibly vain of me, but I can't help it. It's just in my nature. Yes, it's a cheat day. It has been a cheat day for the last 3 days. Oh no! Okay, rush to the supermarket tomorrow and then you can get them for like half price. Yes, chocolates are worth it. That's true. It's a painful truth. Hi, Kamagmax. Kamagnax even. Oh, thank you, Rara. This wasn't me fishing for compliments or anything. It's just stating how I feel. Dear Lord, there are loads of people today. 16 viewers. Record numbers, really. Apart from the Axis stream, which I will never forget the embarrassment of that stream. I remember there being like 70 people, and I'm going, okay, it's an hour early. Come back in an hour. Oh, that was so embarrassing. Yay, Ray, I'm so happy. You obviously can't make them because you're in Asia, but oh, I'm so happy you managed to come along. Hi, Kayla. I know you're busy, so I appreciate the fact that you're popping in. I think like quite a few people have like Easter holidays or they're spending time with their family and stuff, so it's a bit tricky, I think. But because Taisho Alice was released on like Wednesday or something, I thought this would be like a perfect kind of day. So that's why I thought, yeah. Initially, I was going to do next Sunday, but So, what time is it? Oh, it's 4. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Let me be annoying one last time and retweet and message my Discord people. I feel so sorry for everyone that's been constantly like notified by me, but I just want to make sure that people are here because this is a chill stream, so I'm like I need people talking almost. Hi Eva, welcome to my stream. Okay, retweet. Oh God, I've clicked the wrong button. There we go. Oh God, no, I don't want to. Oh my God, I accidentally just retweeted it rather than quote tweeted it. How embarrassing. Okay. Live now, see you guys there. Heart. I've noticed something recently that whenever I message anyone, and I don't know why I do this, I always have to add an emoji at the end of every single sentence. It's so unnecessary, but I don't know why I do it. I guess it's become a habit. It's so weird. I don't know. Okay, cool. I shall then go up. Come on. Where's the link? There it is. No, not edit message. Gosh, my brain is just like all over the place right now. I think it's the hype and the nerves. I believe it or not, every stream I get nervous. Okay. Hello, peach tubers. Thank you for being patient with me and putting up with my notifications. My notifications. It is finally time now. Hope to see you there, heart. There we go. Cool. Okay, it's 3 minutes. I'm sure you speak in emoji. Okay, I'm glad because I always, I don't know what it is. I think it's because it makes my messages feel more friendly. I don't know. Okay, anyway, I don't have that many questions to be honest. I've got about, how many is that? Like about 10. So, and some people ask more like questions about my preferences and stuff, which is fine. I think people ask in the stream as well. And if anything, I'll just talk about it and stuff. Hi, Erin. Welcome to my stream. Okay, so I'm just going to go straight in. So the first question was, which games have longer main routes out of the, ones that are going to be localized? Which was by Sabrina. Okay, so I'd say definitely Jack Jan. So as much as I really like that game, right? The main route is really long. Like if the main route is this long, like this is the ending bit. But the thing is, because it's like a map function, the main route is long, but like the events that happen are different every time because of the characters you'd pick. But the main route is long, and I think you kind of get burnt out by the third route, which is why you kind of take a break. So I'd say Dan. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me bring up the games that are actually like out because I've got a list on here, haven't I? Okay, where is the list? Thought I put a list. Okay, I'm really sorry, guys. This lack of organization is just so typical of me. Okay, so screenshot, saved photos, and then I'll use that. Okay, so we got Taisho Arisu, which the main route. So I've only played Red Riding Hood so far, but the main route's very short. it didn't take long at all. It probably took me about like maybe 30 minutes. I almost said 30 to 1 hour. No, 30 minutes to about an hour maybe. So that main route was really short, at least for episode 1 anyway, which is the only one I've really played. Birushana Rising Flower of the Genpei. I think that one also, the main route wasn't too long. I felt like it was slightly shorter than other Automate games. That's how I feel anyway. Ah, that's fair enough. But yeah, the main route is for Jack Jan is somewhat variable because, and also because the music is so good, you can't help but like enjoy it. But yeah, I'd say the first 3 routes maybe. After that, take a break, play another game, and then come back to it, just so it feels a bit more refreshing. Hi, Beer! Okay, Pure Fiore 1926. I have not played that game, so I don't know. Same goes for Paradigm Paradox. Love or Pretend. Okay, let me think. I think Love or Pretend's main route was similar to like many other Otome games by Automate. So it would probably be about the same as like, let's say Cupid Parasite or Olympia Soiree or Pure Fiore. Like, take an average of that. So it wasn't too long. It was okay. The character routes, I think, at least for me, felt longer. Amnesia. Oh, so Amnesia, the main route is incredibly short because it starts off with you bump into a fairy and Orion or whatever his name is, and he's like, hey, I accidentally bumped into you and now you've lost your memories. And it's like, oh, okay. And then you put your name in and then you pick a world and then that's it. It starts the character route. So that one has an incredibly short main route, I guess, if you could call it that. And the fan disc I haven't played yet, so I can't really say, but I'm guessing I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing it's similar, and if anyone knows, then obviously do let me know. Helvetica took. So I thought Helvetica, I found this question mark image, and I thought it was perfect for this stream, though I don't know, Meguro and Helvetica is difficult. I like both of them so much. But yeah, I also thought more people know Helvetica, so. So I haven't seen the English version because I'm playing the Japanese version, but I can imagine some of it being really funny because the main character in that game, oh my god. So even Tempest, obviously, I don't know anything about. However, we are going to get some news if people share the Beeslog magazine on the 20th of April. So I keep my eyes peeled on like Twitter or Reddit or whatever because I'm sure people will be like talking about it there. Winter's Wish, I recently did a review on, and it's interesting because you've got the main common route, which isn't too long, and then it splits into 3 sub-common routes, I guess, and each sub-common route leads to 2 characters. So I guess in that sense, it's not too repetitive, and it's a bit more interesting. And then Jack Jan, as I said, is an incredibly, incredibly long main route. Be kidnapped by party people. I love that. Okay. Thank you for jumping in, Otaku. It was nice of you, and yeah, thank you for coming along. Hi Trish, welcome to my stream. Oh, you're gonna play Tayeli after my stream. I really enjoyed Red Riding Hood's route. I just finished it. I binged it. I started at 8 p.m. and then it was like 12 a.m. and I ended up in like the very last bad ending. I think I bullied him a bit too much, but he's just one of those characters. And yeah, I managed to finish it in like so quickly in one go. It was just, I'm sorry, but he's the cutest character I've come across. He's just so adorable. What sounds gothic? What did I say? Did I like accidentally like what did I say? Gothic. Oops. So I've got like a memory of a fish sometimes. English and Taiyari. Okay, I can imagine that because when I played Taiyari, it felt like someone from the Kansai region came up with this story because there was so much like boketsukomi, which is like a comedy sort of act where one acts silly or dumb, and the other is supposed to point it out, and then that dynamic is funny. And Alice is constantly trying to be the bookette, but the characters don't do the tsukomi, and it's like, what is this? Ooh, 40 hours a week. That's quite a long working week, isn't it? Because it's not, you normally expect about 37 hours. Oh, Helvetica sounds gothic. I always think of him as the font Helvetica. And yeah, he's cute because he's so, I don't know. Initially I didn't want to like him, but I felt like I would, and then I ended up liking him the most. So Kudere and Lover, it's the tricky one because there's a character that seems Kudere, but then kind of turns out to be a little different, and he's called Riku, so the blue-haired guy. Oh, I really liked him though. He was really cute. I liked Riku. Then you had the nerdy guy with like the brownish hair. He was a tsundere. He had the childhood friend, which is Kazama, I think. Is that his name? The red-haired guy. And then the blonde-haired guy is like the player, basically. Two Otome games, the another Otome game now. Yeah. I know that feeling. You feel like you're running out. So you want to buy more. I need to like buy the English just so that I can see what they've done because it sounds hilarious, you know? No, you wouldn't get along with Helvetica in real life. I don't know actually. Yeah, I don't think I would either because I am a damsel in distress. I, in real, need someone who's like someone like Kunitaka from Kimiyuki, which I thought was kind of like the older, reliable, almost brotherly kind of someone who is able to deal with my high maintenance self. So Helvetica not holding my bags, I'd be like, nah, sorry. You're just, it's not happening. Upcoming, which ones are steamy? I'd say the Pure Field Episodio 1926 is steamy. The others wouldn't say are too steamy personally. I'm not sure what the Amnesia fan disc is like. Birushana, just one route is somewhat steamy. I'm not gonna say which one, but all the others are like, because you know they don't necessarily know that she's female, so it doesn't really happen. But like, it's still good. I really enjoyed it. But the one route that was steamy was probably my favorite actually, just because his character trope was like up my street. Yes, I love characters that who I would hate in real life too. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you probably will. I mean, none of them are super hyperactive, if that makes you feel better. I would love to have a fan disc for hmm. That's a tricky question because I struggle to play fan discs because I always like the characters up to the point where they get together, if you know what I mean. And fan discs tend to focus on after they've gotten together. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say Cupid Parasite, but we already have a fan disc of that. Variable Barricade might be funny. I think everyone would love, and I think Cafe Enchante needs a fan disc because nothing happens in that. The moment they get together, the game ends. It's really sad. So Buster Fellows, yeah, there isn't that much romance because you've got side A, which is like the plot of the individual characters. Then you have side B, which is kind of like the romance. And side A was like quite a few hours because it's like, you know, the plot. And then side B would be like maybe an hour. And that's not much to put loads of romance in. I definitely say it's for the plot. But look forward to Helvetica because I don't know, there's just something about him I liked. I'd say play Buster Fellows thinking it's a visual novel more than an Otome game. I'm not sure about Amnesia World. I mean, I think if Later and Crowd do well, maybe, judging by Code Realize having both their fan discs localized, but it's hard to say really. I can think of coming out real soon, but I'm getting tired of single period. Not sure if that's the right period. So do you like this period? Bidushan, I don't. So I struggle with the terminology for like history in Japan. Birushana is based in the kind of Heian period. So I guess there is lots of wars going on. Normally I'm not too fond of historical fiction, at least Japanese historical fiction, because I feel kind of like they're usually quite like bloody and depressing, and they lack steam. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want steam in every single game. Sometimes I don't want it, but like it really lacks that. And sometimes even the romance can be lacking because they're too busy fighting. So I don't know, but Birushana I really liked, mainly for one character. Now let me quickly, before I continue on to let me go to the next question. Which game will require the most trigger warnings? So this is by Miller's Game Room. Taisho Arisu probably. I haven't even played it, but people have been telling me the characters have mental health issues, I believe. So episode 1 isn't too bad. Like, it's just happy and fluffy. But apparently from episode 2 onwards, the characters have like mental issues and stuff. I would say Birushana, there's lots of blood. I wouldn't say this is much of a spoiler because it's one of those dud bad endings, but there is one bad ending in Birushana where I'd say a trigger warning would be rape, so that's one to consider. Pure Fiore 1926 is probably like all sorts of trigger warning, just like it'll be sexual assault, it will be like blood, gore, use of drugs, like everything. Not sure about Paradigm Paradox, but I have been told that some of the characters' backstories are incredibly dark, so I would definitely look up trigger warnings for that. Love Pretend, nothing really happened that's terrible, I would say. I think it's quite fluffy, so I wouldn't be worried with that one. Amnesia, I think if you've been bullied by girls once before, it might affect you. There are some kind of, what trigger warnings would I say? I don't think that it's too many, but I would look into it just in case. Even if Tempest obviously hasn't been released yet. Winter's Wish, maybe one of the endings, there's a little bit of almost dubcon, so dubious consent, maybe. It's hard to say. I like that bad ending, but like it's hard to say really. Jack-chan, I've played 3 routes. One trigger warning I would say is kind of like, I think there is a trigger warning, like I'm not going to say specifically because this could really ruin that route, but there is like one definite that you want to look into, so I would look into that. Okay, let me quickly go back. Cafe and Shan needs FD. Oh yeah, 100%. That's why this isn't a romance focus as a lot of Otome games, but the story and characters are so good it makes up for it. The romance parts are really good though. Yeah, I agree. Play it as if it's a visual novel and you'll probably enjoy it. It's action-packed. It's almost like watching an action movie. There's a lot of like suspenseful moments. I adored Mozuzuru. That was a page turner or a button clicker, whatever you call it. Yes, if Busterfellow's sequel gets localized, I'm 100% buying that so that I can play it with everyone else. That'd be really fun. What your allies say about you test. Ooh. Ooh. That's a good one. I'd love a question or, test like that. That would be quite funny. And you would have to take it as if you would pick someone in real life though, because obviously who you tend to go for in a game is, well, for me it's completely different from who I would go in real life, because in real life I'd go for someone who's caring, who would protect me, who can deal with my high maintenance needs, someone gentle and a big puppy. That's key there, big puppy. Whereas on an Otome game, I go for the crazies. So, uh, Hakuoki trauma. To be honest, that's probably what put me off of like Japanese historical fiction for a while, and I've only played Kyoto Winds as well, which is the first half. It's not even the second half. Oh God. I need to get back to that though. I did like it. Just it was my first ever Otome game and ooh. Yeah, they just don't really do it, do they? I've heard Ikemen Sengoku is quite steamy though. Amnesia mean girls are really mean. Art for Bus Fellows. I think there were moments where I felt like I don't really like it as much, but a lot of it I was like, oh, they look cute. Like Helvetica always looked quite pretty in my opinion, and I love how they made him look when he was dressed as like a woman, you know. And that's not a spoiler because you discover that like way early on. Um, I think I thought he would look quite pretty, and I mean overall I liked it. If I were to give it out of 10, I'd probably rate it like 7 out of 10. So it's not like, oh my God, I love the art. But it's not like, ew, I can't stand looking at these guys either. And the background art is pretty cool because it's like moves and stuff. I thought it was quite cool. Buddha-chan at first glance seems, oh, hey, Mitch! A cross between Hakoki and Nightshade. So I haven't played Nightshade. I'd say maybe it's like Hakuoki in the sense they got lots of fighting, there's blood and tragic endings and all this. Um yeah, that's the thing. Busterfellows, the CGs felt kind of wonky at times. I mean, don't get me wrong, by wonky I don't mean like, whoa, what's going on? It's just more if you focus on it, you might see something that's kind of Yeah, puppy types are the best, but they have to be like big puppies. They can't be little puppies. They have to be big puppies. I don't know why, but they have to be big puppies. Oh dear. But yeah, Birushana, is it like Hakuoki? I mean, it is in the sense, yeah, like you don't sort of have extreme romance or steam or anything. It's just kind of like lots of fighting, blood, tragic moments, that sort of thing, because they do kind of fit it to the Japanese history, which naturally is gonna be, depressing. Hi, Hannah. Right now we're kind of talking about Birshana and Buster Fellows. So the art comments were about Buster Fellows, and Birshana is, whether it's similar to Hakuoki or not. So that's what we're talking about. Right, next question. Since Jack-chan has been chosen for localization, do you think they will localize more of their other games, such as Utano Pudding Summer, which is also by Miller's Game Room? So personally, obviously this is not like the fact, because I don't know what happens in these localization companies. But I personally felt like Jack-chan was localized primarily because it's by Ishida Sui, and he showed interest in localization. And so I feel that that was what the driving force was behind getting Jack-chan localized. So in terms of Utano Pudding Summer, I'm not sure if that will get localized because I'm kind of like, I feel like they would have localized it by now. I mean, I say that as if like, excuse my nose. But I don't know. I just felt like that was very much driven by Ishida Sui and the fact that it was so beyond popular and like modern. But again, that's my thoughts. I could be completely wrong. I'm just saying what my feel for it was. And I don't know what other games Broccoli have made. Excuse my lack of knowledge. I just know of Jack-chan and Utano Pudding Summer. I'm not sure about others. Okay. Hi, Anita, and don't worry, it's fine. I'm just glad that so many people turned up because honestly, I was sitting there going, okay, this is the chill stream, so it kind of there needs to be dialogue, if you know what I mean. Um, because at least with like a gaming stream, if there's nothing going on, I can at least, like play the game. But because this is a chill stream, if no one's talking or no one appears, then it's just like, I don't know what to talk about. So I'm actually quite glad. So next one is in Jack-Jan, is it mandatory to complete difficult rhythm games to unlock extra scenes, or is it just that you need a certain amount of points? So what's great about Jack-Jan is there are different levels of difficulty every time you come across a play where you have to do like the singing minigame or the dancing minigame. And, you get easy. And at the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm not bad at rhythm games, but I'm not like the best. So I'm going to go with easy mode. I have never played a game so easy in my life. I was sitting going, okay, I mean, there's easy and there's this. Right, don't worry. It's okay. Oh, I don't mind. Oh, dear. Pre-order for Amnesia. I'm not actually sure. I haven't looked that up. And oh no, did you miss the questions I answered? So Miller, basically I said for your game, your question, those were where you want to check the trigger warnings is 100% Taisho Arisu, Birshana, Pio Fiore, Paradigm Paradox. I don't think you need to really check it for Love Pretend. Maybe for Amnesia, no idea for Even If Tempest. Winter's Wish, just in case, but I don't really think so. And then Jack-Jan, I think there may be a route where there's a particular trigger warning. So I would check them because some of them are quite like, whoa, deep, But the ones that I would say don't need checking is Love and Pretend and maybe Winter's Wish, but I would check it just in case, I think. Well, basically, most of these titles are angsty. And your other question was regarding whether you think Utano Purin-sama would be localized now that Jack-Jan is. My answer to that is obviously I don't know, but I feel like that was driven by Ishida Sui, the creator of it, more so than because of Broccoli. I feel like Ishida Sui did show some interest in localization right from the start, so that was the driving force, but obviously I could be wrong. Like, if this game does really well, who knows, they might decide they want to, localize the other games. That's my guess, though. So, Kayla, I have heard that, a lot of old fans have said that the reason why Otome now follows such a strict kind of like formulaic, just read the story type thing because of Hakuoki. So Hakuoki, as you know, is like just a visual novel type thing where you just read, you choose the answers, and that's it. And Hakuoki did so well, so I think that's why Otome now follows that formula and things like Brothers Conflict, Wand of Fortune, is it? That's another one. They all have like gameplay, but that's like before Hakuoki, if I'm correct. So Hakuoki is the reason why they're all like visual novels, as far as I have been told. No, Anita. So Taisho Arisu is basically about Arisu, who ends up in like fairy tales, I guess. Except she's the one that rescues these different fairy tale characters like Red Riding Hood, Cinderella, Kaguya, that sort of things. But there are a lot of they all have apparently that I don't know that much about this game because I've only played Red Riding Hood, but from episode 2 onwards, apparently it gets quite dark in that they all have like mental issues and stuff. Easy mode for Jack-Jan honestly is like the easiest thing ever. I mean, really, it's like the easiest thing ever. So for those of you who are worried about rhythm games, don't worry too much about it. You just set it on easy mode. There's one thing that's a problem is that the background dance and stuff is very distracting because you want to know what's going on. Hi Chanel, thank you for coming to my stream and happy Easter. And oh, thank you. I bought this like years ago. It's one of my favorite dresses. Dairoku? Okay, so I have not played Dairoku Agents of Sakuratani personally, but I have heard that it's very slice of life. And that's actually why I haven't bought it because I got the vibe that I it wouldn't be the game for me because it's slice of life and I've heard some of the endings are quite emotional, but like even then they aren't as horrific, if you know what I mean. So that's what I've been told. And you're welcome, Miller. So for me, I think I put it on like medium and then it was really weird. Initially I really struggled with the game, but then as in on medium mode. But then once I got used to it, I was like on hard and I'm like you get kind of used to it. Yeah, Hakuoki is the blueprint. Yeah. Me too. I miss mini games. Like Vampire Night is so much fun. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, I got Vampire Night the idea from the lovely Keke Pania in the chat. She has a Twitch account, so go check it out. She does streams quite regularly and they're fun to watch. And sometimes I join in with the playing Pokemon Unite. Like obviously I don't talk and stuff because it's her Twitch and her stream, but you may see a Rurisaponia running around as like an Asmodee and a Sylveon in Pokemon Unite because I'm obsessed with that game. And Stephanie's the only friend I have to play that game with. um, which game? Are you talking about Taisho Alice, Anita? I know, Hannah. My backlog is horrific. I'm trying to get through, and this is a very boring squash. So it's like this much peach and orange flavored liquid, and then it's mostly water. Oh, is that true, Ebo? You found it boring? I think Ray found it fun. It seems very, obviously different preferences. So the Amnesia Memories does have a mini game, but that has nothing to do with completion, if I remember correctly. You just had to win it to get the 100% trophy, which is why I played it. Yes, we need to form a team so that you don't get AFKers. And why, thank you. Asmodee is like an egg that walks around. How can I say no to that? And Sylveon is an Eevee that turned into a magical girl. Like, there's no way I'm saying no to that. Okay, next one. What is the heroine like in Taisho Alice? Does she grow as a character? Is she strong, different? This is from Zianina. Um, I think Arisa is quite a unique main character. Like, quite unique. She's incredibly forward, at least when I was playing Red Riding Hood anyway, because that's the only route I've played. She is incredibly forward. I mean, I don't know whether it's because it's Red Riding Hood. Like, maybe some of you have played the other routes and you can correct me. But I mean, she's the type that jumps like to kiss someone or, says like suggestive things and she's so confident. I really like it. Initially I found her a bit weird, but then I grew, and I mean I don't know whether she grows as a character. I've heard, every episode you learn a little bit about all the characters in the story. So I don't know what her character arc is like, but she's unique, incredibly so. Um, Okay, Anita, how do I find the game? Is it on Switch in English? Yeah. So yeah, Taisho Alice is I believe in the eShop now. So just put Taisho Alice as is said in the chat right now, and then it should come up. But apparently you buy like the Japanese copy and then you get the English subtitles. Yeah, Amnesia does have them. Yeah. It's as Kayla said. Yeah, Ray really likes Dialogus, so I think there are split opinions about that game, but it is slice of life, so that's why I feel like a slice of life in a mythical setting, like Ayakashi, so Japanese mythical creatures. So like that's when I think of slice of life, the ones I tend to prefer like high school settings. So that's why I feel like it wouldn't be for me, and is also why I haven't played it yet. I did make an info video though, where I literally went around collecting review info and then just compiled it together. But no, I'm really enjoying Taisho Arisu at the moment, and one of my mods is holding a Taisho Arisu book club, if you want to join, and my Discord is in the link below. Favorite Amnesia love interest? I mean, need I say, like, I'd say 100% Torma. And people don't say why. We all think everyone knows the big secret, but not everyone does. So no one say it, but I do like Torma. I also like Ikki. And by big secret, I don't mean like necessarily Torma related. I'm talking about like the whole game. Yeah. I liked Ikki as well. I didn't like Shin. I thought he was a bit rude, personally. Roast me if you would like, but he just wasn't for me. And I enjoyed his route the most because it really made me feel like I had amnesia. It reminded me of when I lost my memories from concussion. I mean, I'm laughing about it now, but like, it's a really eerie feeling. I love Pokemon Unite. You like Venusaur and Wiggly. Oh my gosh, yes! What's your time zone, Lulu? Venusaur always kills me. I'm not gonna lie, like it always kills me. Psychedelic of the Black Butterfly also has a mini game, and that came out after. Okay, I didn't know that came out after Hakuogi. That's interesting. The mini game is like a shooting kind of game. Hi Chua, welcome to my stream. Older visual novels amongst the ones that are being released? Is that the question? Because if that's what you're asking, then Amnesia is relatively old. I think Taisho Alice is somewhat old as well. Everything else is really new. It's incredibly new. Hi Heather! No, it's live now. Everything's happening. Alone in Vulpix is pretty cute. Oh, Jirachi! I forgot about that little Pokemon. Older visual novels that still hold up. What do you mean by that? Yes, I agree, Tao. She's just so blunt and funny. It makes me laugh. I need to check out Dreamy Days by Voltage. You keep on talking about it, and I'm like, I need to check it out. Yes, Vic, if you know, you know. Kent is such a cute Megane boy. He's just so awkward, bless him. Aww. What did you watch the trailer of, Anita? Is this Taisho Arisu? Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Dante and Ikki actually look kind of similar, don't they? Hi, Yairu. Welcome to my stream. I mean, that's the thing. Shin was so mean. I guess he technically counts as a tsundere, but like he's not my kind of tsundere, you know? Oh dear. Would my opinions on Fortissimo change if it was placed in I don't think I'd feel as hurt by the characters, to be honest. if it was fantastical, because when a game is based in a fantasy setting, I can usually shrug off all the horrible things that happen. I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever, it's not real. But because Fortissimo was quite real in the setting, oh, those boys really broke my heart, like in so many ways. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't include ports, I'd say Birusana is probably the oldest. Yeah. Oh, Anita! So I don't think Voltage is a scam if we're talking about the games that have been ported to Switch. It's the ones that have the love choice that I feel like it's a scam, if you know what I mean. Because I have very much enjoyed no, not Kiss, but Kings of Paradise. Oh, Yosuke in that game. Oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Later crowd. Yeah. That would be cool. I would like Clock Zero localized as well. I mean, I have not played it yet, so I can't say, but I have heard from many a Japanese reviewers that Clock Zero is a really good game. In fact, I really need to play that. That's another on my backlog. And Norn 9 as well. My God, 19! Since we're like the same, almost the same age, that feels like so long ago. Okay, what other questions do I have? Which are your favorite top main characters of the games coming out? Okay, so my absolute favorite is probably Shanao from Birushana. I thought she was so three-dimensional in that, she's this girl that has to pretend to be a strong guy, and it's not just that she's strong, don't get me wrong, but after all, she's a teenage girl. Like, she's gonna have concerns, she's gonna be worried, and it shows, when she's talking to like some of her closer friends. There is one childhood friend that knows her identity, so she'll talk to him about things, and you can really tell that she has her like thoughts and stuff. But not only is she strong, she's incredibly kind as well. So I would say she's definitely the top one. It's probably followed by, okay, let me get my list of games again. I keep on forgetting. So I like Birushana. I was quite fond of Winter's Wish's main character, actually, because the thing is, in Winter's Wish, you've got all these character love interests that have, no real emotion, and so at the beginning of the game, well, by the midway point, as was always the case with Otome games, the main character starts feeling, affection for these love interests, but they don't really reciprocate as they don't have emotions. And but she doesn't whine about it. She just kind of embraces it and goes, yeah, but I still love this guy, and it is what it is. I'll tell him it may, never be requited, but I'm still gonna be like, kind of, I'm gonna still cherish this emotion. I think I really respected her for the way she thought. So I liked her too. I also liked Yurika from Taisho Arisa as well, because she's so, initially I didn't really like her. I thought she was a bit annoying, but then I think how forward she is kind of made me laugh. Now, the one I probably am least favorite, like least in favor, is probably the Amnesia main character, but that's more because she doesn't have a personality, and I think the reason for that is because you're supposed to like self-insert. That's how I saw it anyway. Oh wow, the chat's very active now, isn't it? Ah. Yeah, Shin was tsundere on the maximum like craziness. But I know there are so many games coming out now. Peach, have you played any mobile games? I have played some Josei Muka games, so Tears of Temis. I played a little bit of Baby, but the notifications got overwhelming, and it reminded me of my real life, and so I just kind of stopped. I was like, I'll pretend these notifications don't exist. I played some of the Voltage games. I think I played a route from Kissed by the Baddest Bidder, and the one where the main character, it starts off with you accidentally sleeping with like your colleague or something. But I picked a route that was really horrible. And then some of the ported Voltage games, so I can play them on Switch. So there's those as well. Kings of Paradise is so juicy. I really like your skit so much. Yes, best trash. Yeah, love choices. Yeah. Kissed by the Baddest Bidder. I think I played the main guy and felt he was a bit too like kudere, and then because as much as Ray, I know you love kudere characters. They're not entirely my type, and I think the two routes I played were a bit kudere, so I found it a little bit hard to get into because I do feel that I think it's because the first half they're so like cool and collected, and then they don't show emotions, and it's only like towards the end where you finally see like the cute moments, and I get very impatient. I think that's what it is. I think I have high hopes for Even If Tempest. The whole like witch hunt thing. I'm like, oh, is this gonna be like Danganronpa? I would love that. I love Kissed by the Baddest Bidder, broke my banks, I don't Note that they often go on sale on the Switch, so I would definitely consider buying some of the Voltage games on Switch because honestly, I find Voltage games to be the best when I've played a long Otome game and I'm feeling like super burnt out where I really can't be bothered to play another Otome game anymore. Those are the moments to play Voltage games because they're sweet, short, either that or if you work a lot, then you know they're perfect for like those short periods you have. I think it has its own audience, if you know what I mean. Like there's this stigma that oh Voltage games suck, but like honestly they have a time and place. Like they have saved me from my burnout multiple times. Ah. Oh, where are my in the chat? Oh my god, I didn't think it would get so active. I love it. I am hyped for it. Yes, yeah, no, you're talking about Even If Tempest, right? Yeah, that's I am actually quite looking forward to it. And we get to learn a bit more on the 20th of April, so I'm really waiting for that date. Favorite Otome game played. I've heard no Non 9 is like one of those Otome games that once you finish, you want to like lose your memory and then play again. That's what I've been told. So I really that is the game that I don't own that I want to play. Between the games with historical settings, Birushana and Winter's Wish, which would you rank? I 100% preferred Birushana Rising Flower of Genpei. However, I think it depends on who you are. If you don't want too much tragedy, then I would go with Winter's Wish, even though the plot is quite predictable. I mean, like, incredibly predictable. But it's primarily because I really have learned to appreciate tragic endings, and Birushana's tragic endings. Oh my dear lord, Noritsune's tragic ending was the best thing ever. It is now my favorite ending, like full stop. I don't think anything will beat it, and if it does, I'll be amazed. So for that reason alone, I'm playing Noritsune first because this bad ending, or tragic love ending as they call it, I think works so perfectly because you don't know that much about all the other characters or like the main character. So play it as your first route if you're not like too picky, because honestly, like that tragic ending is like, yeah, I can't. Speechless. That's all I need to say. Oh god. I'm kind of looking forward to playing your game though, Kayla, because yours is like a one-time purchase, right? Like by Lovely Ink, by the way, for those who are looking for a mobile Otome game. It's really cute. I really want to find I kind of want to play it. It's just my phone. I'm not very good with playing mobile games on my phone. That's why I was glad that Voltage ported some of their games on Switch. Um Okay, LG, if you like strong, outspoken main characters, you will definitely like Taisho Arisu for the main character because she is so like forward. Yeah, Kayla, you need to bring it to Switch. Then I'd like immediately purchase it. That's the thing. Like Amnesia's hero and it just isn't really ever there. Concussion. Oh God, yeah, it's an interesting experience, but it's the first time I had an epileptic seizure. I fell backwards and hit the back of my head, and I couldn't even remember my name. But the interesting thing about it is that you don't notice you can't remember anything until people ask you questions. So when they asked me my name and I couldn't answer, that was the moment I realized that I had lost my memory, even if it was for like, a couple of hours. And oddly enough, I didn't find it scary because you're just so like everything's happening so quickly because you've just injured yourself that you're just caught in the moment that you don't think much about it. You're just sort of more like, oh crap, like I don't know my name, I mean, I'm talking about it so cheerfully because my memory came back, but I can't imagine how horrible it must feel if you don't get your memory back. Like, that must be terrifying. Favorite Voltage game? At the moment, I really liked Kings of Paradise. I think the main character being older was refreshing as well. A US branch closing. I don't have much of an opinion on that because I don't really understand like the logistics behind the developers and things like that. And I haven't played Shall We Date series. I think Kayla knows more about that. Oh, I miss college when I had like all the time in the world. I wish I had known about Otome games back then. I would have been actually oh, but I didn't really focus on my studies anyway, so it wouldn't have made much difference. But then I probably wouldn't have socialized as much. I don't know. Oh, Ray and your obsession with kuderes makes me laugh. The only one you played in Kissed by the Baddest Bidder was Baba, and that was because I'm a sucker for the flirty characters. I remember Baba seemed like taking my attention. Oh, Mad Hatter. I don't even know what he looks like. Let me Google that. Let's see. So put this here. Okay, Kissed by the Baddest Bidder. Uh, Mad Hatter. Wait, Mad, is that the name? Yeah, Mad Hatter. Here's where the CGs are all gonna pop out. Oh, okay. Yes, I like him. He's cute. You know my taste, Kayla. Ah. That's the thing. Voltage stories are short and sweet. Okay, so old games that still have a decent system, art, and story. Okay, what games have I played? I keep on forgetting. I've heard Clock Zero is pretty good. I only hear positive things about that, apart from it makes you really cry. So that's one. Um, Colin Malice is relatively old, I would say, and that is one of my top games. Like, honestly, I adore that game. A Brothers Conflict is relatively old, I would say, and I really like that game as well. It's so much fun. Like dating all these boys, and it's like a contemporary setting. I love it. I've heard good things about Norn 9, but it does have 9 love interests, so each of the routes are somewhat short. Um, I like, I guess Variable Barricade's relatively new. Hmm. Those are the ones that come to mind personally. Oh, you're a sucker for great bad endings. Mean too. Bittersweet is the best. Oh, no, I don't smoke. Um, Kiss by the Baddest Bit reminds you of that phase of One Direction. Oh dear, One Direction. I completely forgot about them. Yeah, I need to play your game, Kayla. Definitely. Yeah, no, I'm used to having epilepsy now, but I feel more sorry for my boyfriend, the people around me who have to deal with me when I do seizure. But most part, it's under control. But that's why I don't stream as much as I would like to, because streaming twice a week already can be a little bit, because I'm an introvert in nature. As I always say, I'm an extroverted introvert. So talking for 2 hours is it's quite. I enjoy it, but it's also like it requires a lot of energy, and because of that, it can be a bit. That's why I can only really stream twice a week, and sometimes even that, I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't. But yeah, no, honestly, it's you got a seizure from playing in the swimming. No, no, I didn't. I'm not photosensitive, thank goodness. So I haven't got a seizure from playing any games. It was just, I think, lack of sleep or something. $50 in one day for 20 minutes episode? Jeez, I didn't know it was so expensive. Yeah, I wish I had known more about Otome. I think I learned when I was third year in post grad, so yeah, that was not the best time to learn about Otome games, that's for sure. Oh, so Trish, you have way more Otome experience than I do. Ah. Unfortunately, I did get spoiled by Hatter's face reveal. I saw his Hatter face, but the very first picture was him in normal. Oh dear. That's the thing. I only discovered Otome games like 3 years ago. So like when I did my very first video, which was a brothers conflict video, which I no longer have up because I got a copyright strike. So, but that was about 3 years, I think. Hey, Professor Q, don't worry, I still have a few questions, and I think everyone's been asking questions on here anyway, so I'm gonna stream for another hour about, and then, leave. So, earlier, depending on how the chat goes. Hi, Karim, welcome to my stream. Be my princess. Ooh, what's that about? Oh, okay, so Asia, we learnt about Otome games about the similar time then. Wait, no, sorry, not 2015, 2017, maybe 18 for me. Yeah. No, I don't do CBD. I take lamotrigine and levetiracetam. CBD, the I think the research on it is a little bit too lacking for my liking. Still, who knows? Like if more research is done on it and it proves to be more effective, obviously I'm gonna bring it up to my, doctor. But as of now, what I take is kind of good enough. And obviously more research has been done on it because it's been years. Oh, I see. So that's why it's so expensive. And oh, thank you. I do really like streaming though, because I like hanging out with people even if I am introverted. Ah. What is this Be My Princess? I'm so curious. Is this a phone game? And yeah, I've been on meds since I was like 14, I guess. So 13 years has passed. I've been on medication for 13 years, dear God. Oh dear. But yeah, exactly. I really appreciate my friends and family for always being there for me. Like my boyfriend, thank God he's strong enough to like lift me and carry me and make sure I'm okay. And also he had like some first aid experience, so thank God for that. And then my best friend also has first aid experience, so it's kind of like perfect in a really weird way. But yes, Kings of Paradise is so steamy. I love Yosuke's route. I love trashy games. They're just so great stuff. Enchanted in the Moonlight is another one that I've enjoyed. Ooh. Average person ends up getting invited to Royal Ball. That sounds amazing. Hi JJ, welcome to the stream. Okay, so Eva, you and I played sort of similar time then. That's really sweet that you think I still look like I'm at uni. That's adorable. Oh, I feel flattered now. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I think because I'm kind of like happy with the medication I'm on, I'd only bring it up if I was really like unhappy with it, if you know what I mean. Is this Edward? Does he have blonde hair and blue eyes? Because when I think of Prince, that's what immediately comes to mind. So Taisho Arisu, you can buy a physical copy of the Japanese, a Japanese physical copy, and then you can make a Japanese eShop with a payment that you can do on it, and then you can buy the English text on the Japanese eShop. So you can technically have physical if you really wanted to. Orgy did it. His purple eyes and grey silver hair. Okay. Okay, that's different. Okay, let me answer another question. Ranking of the games I've played that are soon to be localized. Okay, let's get my phone out to look at what games there are. Okay, so I would say out of all of these, the one I haven't played Pure Fiore, Paradigm Paradox, or even of Tempest, so obviously I'm excluding those. But I would say Jack Jan is at the top of the list, followed by Birishana Rising Flower de Gembe. And then Love and Pretend. Oh, I forgot about Amnesia. Oops. I would say Jack Jan, and then Amnesia and Birishana are kind of on the same level. And then I would put Lover Pretend and then Winter's Wish. That's kind of like how I would rate it personally. From, favorite to least favorite. Well, I mean, how it depends. I have epilepsy, so that's why lack of sleep, dehydration, a number of things can cause a seizure. But yeah, my medication keeps it on, is kind of like good enough, I guess. Okay, so Wilfred is the blonde hair, blue eyes. Is there one with like long flowing hair? I'm a sucker for long flowing hair. Oh, that does sound romantic. Oh, I do love Jack Jan. It's funny because the sprites initially I wasn't too like fond of them. When I was playing the demo, I was like, I don't really like what the sprites look like. But then I played the demo and I got used to it. And the CGs are so pretty. That it's just and the music. Oh my gosh, you don't understand how hyped I was when I found out that there's gonna be a localization. I actually screamed and my boyfriend was like, yeah, I felt like I was gonna have a panic attack from joy, if that's even a thing. Yeah, Love Pretend, I would say. I think it's good. It's nice and fluffy. It's a good casual play. Like I wouldn't expect some incredible plot or anything like that, but I thought it was a nice little fun one. The games you haven't played, like Pure Fiore Paradigm, do you want to play any? So I have already ordered Pure Fiore 1926 and Paradigm Paradox. Pure Fiore 1926, of course, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm actually looking forward to Paradigm Paradox the most because like the reviews are so mixed. I want to see how I feel about it myself. And I've heard the characters, some of them are actually quite dark, and as someone who's been craving dark stuff for a while now, um, but like in a fantastical setting, I think it's gonna be interesting. Oh God, tier list of video of every Otome I've ever played. That's gonna be that's gonna take a while. I don't think I've even got the list of all of them actually. And it only increases, but I will consider it. I will consider it. I'll find all the games that I have played and stack them up and then talk about them maybe. I know Stephanie, fall is gonna be like autumn is gonna be a nightmare, like for everyone. There are just so many games being released. Okay, so I'll bear Prince Yakov in mind. What's this called again? My Princess something? Yeah. Oh no, I love jerks. Yeah, I have my fingers crossed for Shuen no Virus to be localized as well. That's one of my favorite games. Although I'd say the romance is kind of like it's so it doesn't have any like of the steamy scenes really, but like I feel like the romance is so deep that it didn't really matter. It was just on next level type of thing. Big fat meanie. I think some people struggled with the Jack Jam rhythm games because of the background moving, and you really want to see what they're doing, like, because they're dancing in the background. Okay, so to stream Switch games, I use Media um, as the capture card. I have an external microphone. The webcam is actually just my computer's, default webcam, but you probably want to get something better, if I'm to be quite honest. And then I use OBS Studios. No, that's not it. I use Streamlabs for the streaming. So that's what I do. Calls you a pig? Oh my, okay, maybe I don't like him. I don't want to be referred to as if I'm fat. I did do a two-part video of my backlog. One was kind of a bit more about the games I played, and the second part was more like my backlog. But I guess I didn't really do a tier list. Super curious about Paradigm Paradox, but yeah, I'm really curious too because there are so many mixed reviews. When I go to Amazon JP, like some people are like it's terrible, and other people are like, oh, I really liked it, and it's kind of, and then you've got the medium sort of 3 out of 5 star people. I really can't wait. I will definitely stream it because I've bought a copy, so even if they don't give me a free code, I can still stream it. Okay, be my princess. I'll try and remember that. What do you mean, Trish? I actually hate my laugh because, like, I don't know. I think it makes me sound like a seal, personally. Oh dear. Yeah, Versh, I mean, it's all about despair. It's just despair, despair, despair. Hi Skylar. I personally feel like it will get localized. I don't know. I just feel like it fits all the Axis criteria, so I have all my hopes for that being localized. And the popularity was crazy in Japan. So, I mean, right now, scalpers have bought like acrylic stands from the spring market, and oh my God. Honestly, we're talking acrylic stands that like this big, and it's going for like 20,000 yen. That's like 150 pounds or something, 100, like something like that. Oh my God. No, no, yeah, 150 maybe. I don't know. I need to look into that with the different changing rates. Okay, so if you're a rhythm game veteran, you should be fine. I mean, the easy mode in Jack Jan is just like so easy. It's next level easy. Hey, don't worry, Tal. I appreciate the fact that you know some like you know that there are videos like that exist. I mean, I'm sure it's helpful for some. And okay, gooding. That would be interesting if they had like an FD. I would 100% buy that. Oh my gosh. Oh no, a donkey. Oh bless them. Ah. Oh, I know, Mitch. I was so sad that Anku wasn't an ally because that was like the main ally I was looking forward to. Do you think isn't the third title that they're teasing actually a wasn't that actually Amnesia? I feel like I feel like Iphy or Iffy stopped because they didn't get that many sales. That's my like I'm this is me guessing by the way. I have no idea. Other people would probably know better. But yeah, no god, donkey. Okay, let me answer the next question. What type of allies do I find myself typically going for? I mean, what can I say? Hmm. The ones that are a little bit crazy, but in like an obsessive way, aka yanderes. But get the right Sun boy, and I am like all over the place. Honestly, you should have seen me in the Taisho Arisu tab like a couple of days ago. It was me going, I was dying. He was so cute. Is Black Star Theatre an Otome game or is it more a Josei Muke game? Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate that. Honestly, like my laugh, I think I sound like a seal. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad too. I'm glad that they have kind of gone, okay, Hakuoki did well, Neptunia is great and stuff. Let's start. I mean, Cupid Parasite is my favorite, so I'm looking forward to the fan disc, even though normally I don't really play them. But yeah, I typically end up going for yeah, yandere characters. They're the ones that put a smile on my face, particularly the ones that seem too good to be true. And you're like, I'm sorry, you're fake. There's no way you're as good as this Li is. Like, no way. And then they turn out to be a yandere and you get it right and you're like, yes. Oh my god. And then obviously I like characters like Yang because he's just crazy. He's his own category, you know. Um I do like the flirts, like the narcissistic ones, like Helvetica. Like I adore Helvetica. And I like Meguro-sama because he's really mean. So I would say, you've got the yanderes, you've got the meanies, and then you've got the narcissistic ones. Basically people I wouldn't normally go for. I haven't played. So I've played Awakening actually, and I did appreciate the sort of Otome game element in it. I thought it was really fun, and I really like the strategic, turn-based strategy. Like not Pokemon turn-based, but like I call it complicated chess strategy. I love those games. So drama between the idols. That's interesting. Maybe I will give it a go. Who knows? Oh, Para. Alan, his route was so beautiful. Honestly, like, oh, it's just, yeah. I can understand why you're so hung up on Alan. Ah. Yeah, the secret route is a spoiler. I would say like the fun of it is discovering. I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of figured it out from the start, just by instinct, but for those who don't, it's more fun if you like find out at the end, if you know what I mean. Okay, so next question. What are your favorite tropes by Tao? Okay, so I guess I already said that. It's basically, yeah, yanderes, 100%. The meanies, the narcissistic types, and the correct type of tsundere. Like, it makes me squee the most. Do I have a personal ranking of artists? So I would say the artist I like most is probably the one that drew Variable Barricade. Oh, I love it that they can do so many like the different styles. So they've got Variable Barricade where their lines are very dark and it has this almost like a stencil feel. But then you've got things like Radiant Tail where it's just really pretty. Like same goes for Render Fleur. That's another one where they do like a really pretty. Oh, I love it. I'd say secondly, I kind of like Satoi, but at the same time, the small hipster in me is like, but everyone likes Satoi. If that makes sense. But I do like the love interests of Olympia Soiree and how they're drawn. Um, I'm not too fond of the scratchy old kind of ones, but I still thought they're good. And then my third favorite is probably the person that drew Taisho Arisu, because that person also drew Meguru-sama. Flirts are just so much fun. And yeah, purple hair allies are just so pretty. Like Yosuga's another example. But no, flirts. Like Ikki is a flirt, isn't he? He's quite fun. Hey, Zodia! My name is Luli. But you can call me Lily if you want. I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, it is Luli. But Lily's fine too. I've got Lilu, I've got Lily, it's whatever. I'm cool with anything really. I mean, when I was a kid, I was called Saruri, which translates to Monkey Luli. And the reason is because I would be climbing trees all the time when I was growing up. Ah. Oh, so you played Alan like after Gil? Because that's an interesting. I swear he was locked, or is that just me making stuff up in my head? I know, right, Zado? Like honestly, I was kind of surprised when I learned. I mean, I didn't think Render Fleur and Very Will Barricade had the same artist. I knew about Radiant Tail because I had grasped their style a little bit more, but it's the fact that they can do such different styles, you know? Yeah, it's so pretty. I absolutely adore it. Fire Emblem Awakening was fun. There was just something about ranking up the Bombay fight. Yes. And then not only do you like, do that with the main character and like whichever love interest, but you can do it like with other characters as well. And I really find that fun because it's so much fun looking at like the relationship between them. I just love it. I need to finish I finished Fire Emblem Awakening. Now I've played Birthright until like one of the final chapters, I think, but I have this issue where if I really like the game, I don't end up completing it because I don't want it to end. Oh yeah, that's true. Steam Prison. I thought that was quite pretty. That's the thing. Like there are so many people who are like, oh my god, I love Satori, which I understand. Don't get me wrong, but because everyone is raving about them, I'm just like. I also really like the art for Colin Malice, but there's so much drama behind the artist that I don't know. There's a bit of a conundrum in my head. I'm not sure if we'd get a localization for Render Fleur. I need to play that game though. What was it, 40 bad endings or something? And even the good endings are like merry bad endings. I love that so much. Yeah, I know. I'm really girly now, but when I was a child, up to the point of about like maybe 13. That's when I had like a drastic change in personality. I think it's because I moved here and like like my friends were in Japan, and it was quite sad, to be honest. I mean, I remember crying in the Tokimemo stream because the main guy had a similar experience to me, and there's like an extra story, and I read it and I was like, this hits way too close to home, and I started crying. I'm like, everyone, please ignore my tears. But no, I had a drastic personality change at around 13. I think up to the age of 12, I was a tomboy. I could touch any bug or spider or anything disgusting. But now I'm like, ew, stay away from me. And climbing trees require you touching places where there could be bugs. So, ew, no thank you. Ikemen series, yes, I have. I have bought the copy of Ikemen Sengoku because that one's like on PS Vita and I guess soon on Switch. But I don't really want to touch the other ones like Ikemen Vampire or Ikemen Prince because like I love the art style. It's so pretty, but I know that I'll end up spending loads of money. And I don't think I can justify it when I'm spending loads of money already on like Switch games and stuff. Chrome. Oh, Awakening, of course. I remember you. Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything about that because, yeah. Right? Like, playing Matchmaker in Awaken, like Fire Emblem was just so much fun. And, like, some characters are destined to be together, let's face it. So, the Otome game I'm playing right now is actually I'm playing Dynamic Chord Rebe Parfait with one of my friends. And this is about a boy band, and it's all about the girl, like basically supporting this boy band. And Reve Parfait is the band that's currently being formed when they're in high school. So it's very much like a high school love, but let's just say I can't imagine them bringing it to the West because, well, firstly, the high school kids, and let's just say that despite them being high school kids, all the guys are man whores. Some of the teens are like, huh. I'm playing that. I'm also playing Taisho Arisu. I just completed Red Riding Hood, and then I'm gonna play Cinderella, but I'm gonna have to take notes since we're doing the book club soon. And then my friend wanted to wait a little bit after the first route before going on to the next one, so now I'm playing Moshikami, which is short for Moshi kono sekai ni kami-sama ga iru no naraba, which is which translates to if there were a god, if a god existed in this world. Is yeah. And apparently it's like really crazy. It's by Reddit, by the way, so you can expect crazy stuff. Um, what's the artist drama? Okay, so I have heard that Colin Malice's artist actually kind of copied, sort of traced almost the artist that drew Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk, and there was a little bit of drama going on about it. It's really sad because I really like Colin Malice. Don't get me wrong, I will still buy the like games and stuff because the games aren't only about the artist. You got to remember, this is a huge team working behind these games. There's a scenario writer, there's, the programmers, like, there's a lot going into this. So I would definitely buy the game, even if the artist has some drama in the background, but, like, it's just a bit sad when you really like the art of them, and then, you hear this sort of thing. It's a bit like when you hear a voice actor having drama. Like, one of my favorite voice actors was caught cheating or having an affair with an underage girl. And I'm like, why do you have to be my favorite voice actor? Why does your voice sound so soothing? I hate you. It's really sad. Yeah. I really need to play Rain the Fleur. Like, the whole tragic good ending thing sounds like right up my street. And the art is so pretty. Yeah, possibly. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's her name, Mai Hanamura. You get what? You're going to see the artist scandal. To be fair, I went down that rabbit hole when I heard a little bit about it. I was like, oh, what happened? Oh, don't be silly, Tao. No, I think Satoy has huge fans because of the Diabolic Lovers community, and Olympia Soiree. Obviously, everyone loves the art of that. So you know, they're quite crazy, which is it's probably one of the reasons why so many people want Niruado Mirari no Ten being or Niruado being localized, which some of you are gonna hate me for saying this, but I personally think there are better games out there than Niruado to be localized. And the reason why I say this, and don't get me wrong, I've only played 2 routes, so it could be that it gets better. But firstly, I think the reviews in Japan weren't that amazing. And the 2 routes I played, it's not that it's boring. It's just it's very much the main character going out, looking for books, coming back, being disappointed that she didn't find these particular books, and then it goes to the next day. As I said, it's not boring. It's okay, but it's just it isn't quite the standard that I would want a localized game to be, considering any game that's localized now is kind of like representative of Otome games, and I want them to be top tier so that it attracts more people. But I think Niruado, because of the Zero D rating, which is R17, and the fact that it's by Satoi, that really makes people, regardless of whether they know much about the game, it makes them want it localized, if that makes sense. But that is my opinion. Some people may find great joy in this game, so, you know, as I said, just my opinion. Other people probably would disagree. Will you get Paradigm Paradox? Yes, Paradigm Paradox is the first Switch Access game that I've pre-ordered because I have heard mixed reviews and I really want to know where I will stand. And the characters have like dark stories and like I love like the sci-fi feel of it. It just and the opening theme tune got me. It's just so like it's one of those musics that you can like dance to. Fire Emblem series. Oh, you don't like strategy games. To be fair, if you don't like strategy games, like oh, yeah, Fire Emblem isn't going to be your cup of tea. That's understandable. And I know if only Ikeman wasn't like such a, you know, what do you call it? Oh my god, I realized that there was so much dialogue going on. This is really sweet, guys. I really appreciate it, especially in chill streams like this. But no, I wish Ikemen series wasn't so extortionate either. Dynamic Chord is not a reject title. It is by Honeybee, I believe. And oh, it's so juicy. It's like kind of a trashy, kind of like juicy voltage game. I really, at least River Parfait, I've played 1 route and I binged it. I was just, what's gonna happen next? So Jack Chan is quite easy. I would almost not call it gameplay because once you know the level at which you need the like stats to be, it very much feels more like pressing buttons than actual thinking. It's just sort of like, yeah, it doesn't. I would say it's not as bad as it may look. Oh, my nose is being so annoying. I think it's spring, and then like now there is pollen around. Oh, excuse me. I know it's kind of gross. I'm just like blowing my nose and stuff. Okay. I really want 3 houses as well, but considering I haven't even finished Pokemon Arceus or 2 Point Hospital or Shin Megami Tensei 5, and then I've got a huge Otome backlog, I should probably not be touching it. Yeah, Dynamic Core. I wouldn't say it's an idle game. I would say it's more a band game because they aren't. I think members, like, you know, rock band members, come with different vibes and like backstories compared to idols. Often idol games are very upbeat, happy, and all about like these great looking idols, whereas I feel like Dynamic Chord, all the band members have relatively dark backstories. Like Reverend Buffet is not as bad, but you feel a bittersweet sensation coming from every single member. So yeah, Ikemen Vampire Prince. Was there one like Napoleon or something? I can't remember. Revolution, maybe. I don't know why I thought Napoleon. Anyway, their gacha games, there is an unlocalized port of Ikemen Sengoku, which is for PS Vita and Switch. So, yeah, I'm so curious about Fire Emblem Three Houses. I would really like it. So the thing is, I really wanted social links from Persona 5 to be implemented in Persona 5. Was it Struggle or something? I can't remember the name of it, but it was Scramble. That's it. But it didn't, and I don't know. I didn't buy it in the end because of that exact reason. Yeah, I know, Trish. It's super shady. And it is. I hate it because her like I really like Colin Malice. Oh, it's so cute. Oh dear. That's quite sad with the you should never meet your heroes. It's so true though. I know, I wish Twisted Wonderland was an Otome too. What's an Otome game you couldn't finish and why? Okay, so there was one. I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's it. There's an Otome game by Quinn Rose called 危ない恋の操作室, I think. The honestly, like some of the CGs, the neck looked this big, like from here to okay, this is from the neck. One of the CGs was like from here to here, and it said it didn't look right. And all the CGs, well, like normally I can get past bad artwork, but the CGs were never of the couple. They were always like the guy making a cup of tea or like walking over there or like it wasn't really the kind of CGs that I appreciated and it just didn't really work out. So I couldn't finish that one. Yeah. That's the thing. You can't help but hope that the people you adore actually are good people. Okay. Diabolic Lovers has one of the best marketing out of any Otome game in my opinion, but Satoe stopped drawing for the games aside from promo art and drama CDs. Yeah, it's true. I mean, Diabolic Lovers is like Regget's cash cow. They've made so much money off of that series. Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean with like the art plays a great part in my decisions. I feel the same way. That's probably why I'm so like looking forward to Radiant Tail. Like it's so pretty. But if I do have a game that I'm like the eyes meh on, I can sort of get over it. Yeah. Who is my favorite VA? Okay, I can never remember their name. I like Hirarin, the person that voices what you call it? Wait, hang on. The person that voices oh god, that's the wrong one. No, I don't want to go to that. The person that so Hirani, which is the person that voices Raito from Diabolic Lovers and Lucas from or Luca from Shuen no Virushu, and then Saint Germain. This one everyone's gonna know better. Saint Germain from Code Realize. Like, oh, I love his voice acting. It's so soothing. But the one with the drama of having an affair with an underage girl, God, is called Namikawa Daisuke. Oh, every time I've played a game and the voice is relaxing, it's by him. He's also the one that voiced Sasazuka from Column Malice. Yes, you're welcome. I've ruined Sasazuka. I'm joking. I'm sure it hasn't ruined it, but it's the same voice actor, his voice actor that I really like and had this drama. I know, right? It's crazy. This is probably one of the highest view counts I've had, apart from the Axis stream where it was an embarrassment. I have. So I display my Otome merch, aka I kind of have it near my games, but no one really sees it apart from me. But that's okay. I just look at it and grin at it like a pervert. Oh dear. Dynamic Chord is so good. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. At least the one route I've played anyway. Yeah, okay. And so it's from that. Yeah, that game does have good songs. It's quite catchy. And don't worry, Tao. I mean, I can see some people thinking that they're idols. It just, for me, it gave off a very different vibe because they were band members. I guess, like, it just gave, I mean, it doesn't really matter, really. Roommate. No, I haven't watched this. I'm curious now, though. Which one's Dimitri? You guys, this isn't the only stream where everyone's been telling me to play Fire Emblem Three Houses, you know that. Okay, so it's a game of vampire that has the Napoleon guy. I guess everyone likes Dimitri. Hi, Bean Queenie, and all, that's so sweet. Thank you, I really appreciate that. Like, it's only the makeup and lighting though. Although today I'm not too fond of my face today. Is it just me that does this? Some days I'll put my makeup on and I'm like, oh, look at my face. It's okay. Whereas other days I'm like, it'll do. It's probably why I like the Bane characters. It reminds me of me. Because like I love makeup and stuff because of the change in your face it can create. I mean, I don't mind my like normal face. It's okay. But I like the transformation. I think it's entertaining. Oh God, sorry. I need to check out Twisted Wonderland actually. I'm quite curious. Hi Meru Meru! Nice to meet you too, and thank you for coming to my stream. Okay, so you like the games where the MC is blonde like you. So I'm guessing like Pure Fiore is right up your street. And then Taisho Aris also has a blonde haired main character. Oh, they're both so pretty. Oh God, honestly, it was the worst CG I've seen. So is Twisted Wonderland a bit like Obey Me or Tears of Themis? The only two Josei Buka games I've played. Hi Helena, welcome to my stream. I haven't talked about Fire Emblem, but everyone in the chat is very excited about Fire Emblem. Who knows? Osmafia may get, a Switch port. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. That's another game I need to play. Have you heard of the game Otome no Hamits? Oh, yes, I have. So I haven't bought it or played it. The reason why is I feel like it's so anime-y and I feel like I should watch the anime before I consider buying it because I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those games that's so anime-y. But I have heard lots of good things about it. Yeah, Hirakawa Daisuke. Oh God. Oh my gosh, I didn't think there'd be so much chat going on. Seaweed boy. Yeah, that's the thing. I really like Namikawa's voice. Why did he have to be in part of such a scandal? Oh, it makes me so sad. Fire Emblem and like the Story of Seasons games, you know, and I also love Persona. The romance in that is great. Oh yeah, Suabe Junichi is another one that I think a lot of people like too. He's the one that voiced Dindo from Cafe Enchante, right? He's always acting all the pretty looking roles. He seems to be so popular, Junichi Suabe. So I really like Dimitri. Okay, I need to have a look into this guy. And oh, thank you. So today I've done very sparkly Urban Decay makeup. It's called Stoned. No, it's got nothing to do with getting stoned. It's just stoned because it's supposed to be all like gems. But yeah, it's my favorite palette at the moment. Sunscreen. I need to start wearing it though. My freckles are starting to make an appearance. I guess I have Asian genes after all. Oh, who's Tsudaken? Who does he voice that I would know? Right? Like sometimes my makeup is on point and I'm like, okay, time to take selfies. And other times I'm like, what happened? Anime or TV show you'd want to see in anime form? I have heard All Around High School has an Otome game on DS, but it's not like localized. It's just like on the DS. I don't know. I would love to see like Peach Girl or Hanayori Dango. Yeah. Oh, I love games with that in it. Sylvain and Fire Emblem. Okay. What's the roommate anime? It's a fun watch. 3 minutes per episode. Oh, that's pretty. That's short and sweet. I see this thing, anime, you have to sit down and actually like pay attention, and I'm not very good with that. I'm really sorry that I'm slow to responding. I didn't think so many people would be talking. And I'm such a chatty person that every response is like takes so long. Hanzo! I have heard so many good things about Hanzo. So Twisted Wonderland's a bit like Obey Me. Okay. Okay, so do you get loads of notifications? Because that's what put me off of Obey Me. All in High School was like one of my favorite animes back in the day. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Like Twisted Wonderland is more like a Josei Muke game than an Otome game. Hanae Natsuki? All my Otome subs are into Dimitri and the Suabe Jun. I keep on forgetting his name. Future return release and West will have dual text support. Like, I would love that if everything had dual text support. I think everyone would adore that, but I'm not too sure. I've only known this with Taiyari. Oh, and Ephemeral. That's another one. Tanjiro from Demon Slayer. Oh, I haven't watched Demon Slayer. Okay, so it doesn't have that much romance. That makes sense. Yeah. Watch the handful of anime before playing them. Okay, okay, noted, noted. Oran has an Otome. Yes, it does on the DS. I really want to play it. I would stream it if they had done an English patch, but unfortunately it's in Japanese. Okay. So I should watch Hamitsu Furagu then. Yes, you guys are having a party. Are you okay, Helena? You say I'd love it and be excited for you. Is this Fire Emblem Three Houses that you're talking about? Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I was basically messaging Keke like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be like 5 people and it's gonna be really like boring for everyone. Oh yeah, right. You and your obsession with Dante. I love it though. It's so cute. Persona 3 Portable was the best because you could play as a girl. I was so happy. Even though I didn't really like any of the love interests. I thought they looked too feminine or were too silly. Oh dear. Oh my dear God. I am so sorry that like I have this is taking a while to respond to everyone. Yeah. All time favorite. It's the only one way you can male or female. I wish you could play Persona 5, right, and then be female. When they announced P5S, I was like, oh, is it gonna be for the Switch? And is there gonna be a female main character? And then they showed like the girl and like the PlayStation, no, P5 Royal, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that a female main character? And it wasn't, and I'm just really sad. Yeah, well, all you really hear with Joker is like the short comments he makes. Yeah, Olang Otome is on DS. Oh, so he was Van Helsing as well. Interesting. Peach makeup tutorial. Ah, that's too embarrassing. I can't do that. I'm not good enough. And it's so embarrassing looking at the mirror and being like, when you put the makeup on. Because when you put the eyeliner, you're like, and then when you do the under, you're like, it would just be so silly. Oh dear. Okay, okay. I need to play clearly Three Houses and stream it. You didn't get any romance vibes from Persona 5 because, yeah, to be fair, I see what you mean. The main character is quite cool and collected. Yeah. So I see what you mean. Right? That Urban Decay stone palette is just so glittery. It just like sparkles. I love it so much. There's also the Moondust palette. That's another really sparkly one that I really like. A few, but not he was Ella. Oh, Ella and Parika. I loved Ella. He's so cute. I really liked Ella and Parika Sandorion. Server voice Scorpio from Starcross. Oh, did he? I didn't know that. I didn't even know Starcross Myths was voiced actually. I thought it wasn't voiced. That's another Voltage game that I need to play. Oh my god. That's the thing. I really want to play Twisted Wonderland, but like I don't know. Tsudaken voices Kazama. Okay. Oh, I like Kazama. He's my favorite in Hakuoki. He's so like possessive. Peach Girl was so angsty, but I loved it so much. I binged that show. Sonella Felix. I also liked you know, Hanayori Dango, Boys Before Flowers. That was a good one. And I love the J drama as well. I need to play Nightshade. Peach Girl is about this girl. I'm gonna let Trish explain it because I can see that she's explained it. Peach Girl was just so angsty. And I am most looking forward to Kaguya because I looked at him and he looks like Meguru-sama and it was, you know, love at first sight. So I'm looking forward to him the most. I hear a bug. Oh my god, there's a bee in the room. Oh my god. Uh, sorry. I really can't stand bugs. Go out the window. Don't be dumb. The window is that. Oh my god, is that a wasp? Is that a wasp? Oh my god, if that's a wasp. Go out, go out, go. Yeah, go that way. Oh no, it fell. Is it angry? Oh my god, is there two? Okay. Be right back while I try and open the window more. This is where even more come in. Be right back. Ah! Oh my god, it's a wasp. It's a wasp. No. Why did I leave the door open? Yeah, go that way, go. Yes, yes, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Okay, okay. I'm back, guys, I'm back, guys. Okay, the wasp is gone. Okay, moving on. I'm so sorry. It really was like a soap opera. A teenager soap opera. But yeah, looking forward to Kaguya most. Carnival? I've never heard of that one. Is that also like who's that by? Nocturne of Dawn. I'm gonna have to like look through this like chat log just to get all of the all the ideas for like Otome games. Clearly, I need to play Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's I will get it at some point and stream it, since all of you guys seem to be like fans of it. There's people working on a patch for Orang Otome, because if they do, I will stream that like immediately. Because I'm really enjoying Vampire Night right now. Okay, I'll play Three Houses and play Dimitri. Otome game that can change into BL mode. That could be quite interesting actually, and it would suit two different. Like, imagine if the Otome game love interests like suddenly no. I guess the main character would be you could either be female or male, right? That would be quite cool. He has a small ponytail. Oh my god, that sounds adorable. Uh, yeah, right? Okay, I'm glad you're on the same page with me, Trish, about Persona 5. I felt so betrayed as well. And that is true, Miller. It is sweet. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are like interacting with me like this. It's really sweet of you. Like, female protagonists in Persona games would be so. It's not my. I would say Persona is my favorite, or like normal game series. So, okay, fine. I will get Fire Emblem Three Houses at some point, and then I will play it and get Dimitri. Oh, I know, right? Like Diabolic Lovers localization would be really cool. They would make money, I'm pretty sure. But I guess it'd be difficult because there's so many like issues with the boys. Like they all have they're just all a bit funny in the head, aren't they? Oh god. Yes, I do open mouth when applying mascara as well as applying eyeliner. I can't help it. Yes, Resting Peach Face I discovered after I came up with the name, may I say, is and there is like makeup by it. Is it not by it, but like one of the names of the product is Resting Peach Face. There is also a cocktail called Resting Peach Face as well. Moondust is such a good palette. Okay, so very few voice lines. That's still good though for a Voltage game. Oh, Heiske. See, I've heard him to be quite popular, but looks-wise, he just isn't really my type. Frustration you felt for Peach Girl. I understand though. I felt frustrated too. Oh my gosh. Skasa in the J drama version though, he was so cute. His like hair, like the curls, bless him. The canon pairing was toxic and abusive. I guess that's true. I hadn't really thought of it like that. I saw it more as the main character's very like strong and like the main like the Tsukasa was like kind of almost whipped. fact that you're like, if it's big with longer legs, it's a wasp. So I think bees don't bother you, but what am I sitting on that's really annoying? This is why I realize I've sat on a wasp or something. No, it's just my tights being stuck, like, at my leg. Okay. So I've heard bees don't bother you if you don't bother it, but wasps are aggressive and bother you regardless. I hate bugs though. Ah, I hate them so much. Though I love it will probably never happen because that's the thing. Reget's games are just a bit crazy. I have heard of the game The Arcana. I have not played it. I am curious though. I do like OELVNs in that they are very refreshing when you play them. Like they don't have the same vibe as like Japanese otomes, and it does feel refreshing every now and then to play those. Oh, I love Rune Factory. Vampire Knight since Korea I've been a fan of. Vampire Knight is one of those rare cases. Wait, what? Rare case where for the anime of the manga. Manga's not that good. Yeah, Vampire Knight, the problem I had was I don't know, I felt like the main character just would not pick between the two love interests and it drove me crazy. So Rune Factory is a farming sim, but also has like an RPG element as well, which is pretty fun. I think Otome Live did release like a Diabolic Lovers patch. So you don't think I'll like Dimitri? Everyone's saying I'll like him. Trish, I'm English. I like dimming down things. So instead of saying that's amazing, I'll go, that was quite nice. I can't help it. It's just our way. That's the thing. It did drag on for a bit, and like I just didn't like the fact that she never made a decision. Five is really fun. Like, I mean, I need to play it more, but I haven't watched the Thai version. I didn't even know there was a Thai version. Okay, Kayla. Well, thank you for coming along to my stream. You actually stayed for like 2 hours as well. That's crazy. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Saito and Hana are quite like popular too, aren't they? I played Harada's route. I thought he was cute, but I don't like how his biceps look a bit too long. Is that a bit weird of a reason? Oh dear. Moon Factory 5 has some performance issues. Yeah, there's quite a lot of glitching, isn't there? Carnival is an anime. Okay. Sting me twice in one foot. Oh god. Oh no. Oof. Wasp sting me twice. Yeah, I'm finally towards the bottom of the chat. I love more protect gender interchangeable. Yeah, it would be cool. I mean, I'm trying to get into BL games, but a lot of them are very extreme. Oh dear. Any ending was a letdown because she doesn't even choose a guy. If she doesn't choose a guy, I thought Natsume was canon. I really wanted her to pick Yusuke though. I haven't watched the anime. I want to. And just I wish I had more romance. The Atelier series. Oh, that is a cute series. I played one of them and I really enjoyed it. It was like a really bad ending though. Like, where nothing really happens. Have I played Rune Factory 5 yet? Yes, I have, and I really enjoy it. I really like Murakumo. He's cute. He's fuzzy. And tall. Tall being key word. And obviously I'm focusing on the romantic elements. I like that the battle system is quite easy in that as long as you're hitting, they like jump into the sky and then, you pretty, unless they're like really high level, obviously. Okay, that's a good to know about the turning off dynamic resolution. Okay, so Dimitri's route is angsty, so that's why you think I'd like it. Oh, a playboy. Okay, Rie, you know me. I guess I'm just like, oh dear. It depends on the kind of angst, right? Because there's the real life angst, which is what I call angst. And then there's the emotional, what I don't refer to as angst, but just emotional roller coaster. They're like two different things. Okay, Erin. Well, thank you for coming along. I appreciate the fact that you often come to my streams and hopefully have a good day. Oh, I didn't know that in Rona they have a daughter. That's cute. Angsty Jaritza. Oh, I haven't heard of Summon Night. What is that another game? Oh, okay. This is the one last question, by the way, and then I'm gonna end this stream here. Out of all the recent games I played, who would you rank as top 5 out of the characters? Oh, that's tricky because okay, so I think Tomomori from Birushana Senki gets the first place position. And then Taisho Arisu, Red Riding Hood, gets second place position. And then I'd say Lava Pretend Riku would get third place. And then it gets tricky. Because I'm not going to talk about Pure Fiore, because I think everyone knows who my favorite is in there. I guess I quite liked Yoichi from Winter's Wish, so maybe he can be fourth place. And then oh, this is tricky. I'm not sure who to put fifth. I'd say maybe Lover Pretend Kazama, the redhead guy. Yeah, I'd say that's my ranking. That's my ranking. So Tomomori from Birushana, then Red from Taisho Arisu, and then Riku from Lover Pretend, which is the blue head guy. And then what was it? What was it again? Oh yeah, Yoichi maybe from the brown head guy with a ponytail from Winter's Wish, and then Kazama, the red head guy from Lover Pretend. That's probably my top 5. How do you feel about men who think the most romantic thing ever would be to duel you to the death? I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I find that a bit. I don't know. It needs to depend on the reason. You ship the two guys together. That's cute. Turn-based JRPG called Eternal Sonata. Okay. But okay, I better end this stream here before I end up talking for like 4 hours, because honestly, I could probably do that with these streams if it's like as active as this. But yeah, thank you so much for coming along. I really appreciate it. I was so worried no one would, because it was so short notice and it's a casual stream as opposed to there being any gaming. But yeah, so thank you so much for coming along. Do let me know if you have any more questions, whether it be in the post in the community page, or you can comment, or because I'm more than happy to answer them then and there. And yeah, I will take the names of those who ask questions and then put it in a raffle, and then whoever draws the name of, I will give you the Cupid Parasite code. But thank you so much. It was fun. Okay, as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and hopefully I see you in my next stream, which will probably be on Tuesday. Bye!